we learned about giving out receipts in wrestling, but now they're pranking each other in the ring. I don't know how coordinated that could go, but we're gonna find out.
1, 2, is this on?
Ribs and pranks were once a staple of pro wrestling culture, and while they're less common in modern times, there exist some legendary stories of wrestlers playing jokes on each other.
Thank you to everybody here. And,
These ribs were usually played backstage or on the road, but today we're focusing on the ones that you either got to see or witness the after effects of on screen, as we highlight 10 hilarious.
Nah, I done seen people almost die from the cinnamon prank. Ain't no way you spraying me with a white dust blaster. It's not happening.
Various pranks played on wrestlers. The mystique and serious nature of The Undertaker's character has seen countless wrestlers try and make the dead man break character.
I know that you like hoes.
go somewhere for a little vacation. That right there will make you quit being so upset. You hear me?
From trying to get Taker to do the spinneroonie,
He laughed.
to The Rock creating the People's Elbow in an attempt to make the Phenom laugh.
I believe the first time Rock did the People's Elbow was in a match where we were trying to make Taker crack.
I always thought that was the hokiest thing ever, but iconic, right? And
So y'all are this why The Rock is the GOAT, bruh. All right, you're telling me my man tried to play a prank and got one of the most iconic finishers of all time?
always to get me laughing.
Undertaker's hatred of cucumbers has also left him open to some funny
What's wrong with
pranks.
cucumbers?
Cool as a cucumber. Yeah, I hate cucumbers.
The Undertaker threw up all over Waffle House because there was a cucumber floating in his iced tea.
Oh, that's
But
crazy.
one of the best ribs played on Taker was executed by Kurt Angle.
I love you, man.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is a wrestler who loves a good rib. An example of a prank he played happened during a match versus Shawn Michaels at a live event from Kuwait in May of 1996. Instead of his usual all-black attire, Austin opted to wear neon pink wrist tape and armbands
why is
that he
he
borrowed from
reaching
Bret
his-
Hart.
He put it over. He smiled a couple times, but Sean's got that long hair, so he was able to cover his mannerisms up. But I popped him pretty good. But it was just a rib.
It was a surreal look for Stone Cold, but that's why it made for such a funny rib. Since Austin rocked the pink in order to try and make Michaels and referee Earl Hebner laugh. Ahmed Johnson was a foul-tempered wrestler who got a lot of heat during his time with the WWF due to his bad attitude and recklessness in the ring.
You guys trying to kill me? I'm a gang member, baby. Remember that?
Goldust,
they
knowing
had
Johnson
gang
was
members
easy to
on
rile up,
wrestling?
decided to rib Ahmed during a segment where Goldust resuscitated Ahmed after he'd been
Okay, let's relax. If I am playing hurt in the back of the stretcher and y'all got Goldust laying one on me to resuscitate me, listen, there's gonna be problems. All right, next week I'm getting my lick back. Hey yo.
knocked out, Goldust was meant to put his hand over Johnson's mouth when administering CPR, but instead of kissing his own hand, Goldust lip-locked Ahmed for real.
What's he doing?
That's first aid. He's saving his life.
Ahmed was scripted
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I would have woke up and started fighting. Look, I'm changing the script. Y'all done. Y'all are done.
to then get angry and go on a rampage looking for Goldust. With Johnson attacking Bob Holly and a cameraman. Based on the incident that had just occurred, there was no doubt some real-life frustration mixed in during Ahmed's tirade. Goldust kissed Johnson again during their match at King of the Ring 1998, angering Ahmed even further to the point where he began hitting Goldust for real.
Yet he thought it was going to be funny to put his lips on my lips.
See, and he gave him that receipt, boy. This wasn't like you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. This is you violated. Now I'm about to really violate.
And I didn't think
So technically, if he hits Goldust for real, Goldust can't give him a receipt back. Or do y'all think he can still give him one?
that was very funny. So the last few moments when you see him not fighting back, there's a reason for that.
But this wasn't the only incident where Goldust decided to get intimate with his opponent as he played a similar rib on The Undertaker.
And I grabbed my hand like this and I put it.
Oh,
with his opponent.
He sat down like he's about to do the Meg the Stallion. He's done.
He played a similar rib on The Undertaker.
And I grab my hand like this and I put it right on his dick. And I'm just rubbing right there and I'm making these faces all sexual like.
Dog, I'm about to. Right on his head, bro. He's done. He's done. There's no way my man is stroking Fat Paul like that in the middle of the ring. You're done.
And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? The Undertaker's gonna kill me after this. And he's looking for me. God damn it, he's cussing, he's throwing shit. And Bruce had to calm him down and say, that was me, you know.
That's crazy.
I told Dustin to do that. That was a rib.
And Goldust up to his typical tactics now. Trying to humiliate The Undertaker.
Mark Henry was another wrestler with a hot-headed...
Bro, you're not paying me to sit down and lay in that ring while Buddy just rubs on my meat. No.
temper that made him a target for pranks during his early days in WWF.
What in the world?
Henry would later learn how to better control himself as he grew wiser to the business, but there was always still a chance he could burst out if sent over the edge.
You want to wrestle? Do you want to wrestle?
And this is exactly what happened during an off-air segment on SmackDown in
Undertaker
2011.
was gonna kill him?
The world's
That's
Strongest
crazy.
Man was told he would be facing Sin Cara in a dark match after the show. Henry waited in the ring but soon became impatient since his opponent was nowhere to be seen. With no sign of Sin Cara, Tony Chimmel was told to get on the mic and thank the fans for coming. Meanwhile, Henry was still waiting in the ring, becoming more and more enraged.
You got one more match left in you, ref?
Eventually, Mark returned to the backstage area to confront whoever was at the gorilla position. Only no one was there. Henry began destroying anything he could get his hands on, absolutely furious over the prank that had just been played on him. Vince McMahon and other key backstage personnel had orchestrated the rib so that they could beat the traffic while the fans were still in the building, seemingly
leaving this man in the ring so y'all can escape traffic of the fans leaving? Very devious, bro. Very devious.
Post-show dark match. Henry felt disrespected by the rib. It upset him so much that he attempted to quit the company, only for McMahon to talk him out of it.
Obviously, you don't respect me. You damn sure don't fear me, so we don't need to talk no more.
Vince showed Henry the video of him destroying the backstage area, saying that if Mark could be this version of himself on television, it would be a guaranteed hit. This proved to be true as Henry began his Hall of Pain run, which ended up being the best work of his career.
Oh my God! World's strongest slam! Come on, you're hurting me! You're hurting me!
Yo, they did.
All of which came about thanks to an elaborate practical
on
joke. Vince McMahon ribbing his wrestlers is a common theme of this list, since few could get away with playing a rib on TV other than the boss, or better yet, a pay-per-view, as McMahon would fool Edge ahead of his hair versus hair match against Kurt Angle at Judgment Day 2000.
Hold on, what's funny? What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? I can hear the laugh through the screen. You think it's funny? All right. Wait till you go to sleep tonight. I got something for you too.
It was always intended for Angle to lose the match, since he was naturally balding. However, Vince coerced Angle into making Edge think he was the one that was going to be losing his hair instead.
And he goes, Vince, my head's kind of fucked up. I have a bunch of bumps and stuff. I don't think I'm going to look good bald. And Vince said, too bad, you're getting your head shaved.
Vince kept the ruse up until right before Angle and Edge went out for their match. Edge was relieved that he wouldn't be shaved bald, but the fact that he was told about the decision last minute meant that Edge didn't have time to figure out how to use the clippers, meaning Angle's scalp took quite a pasting during the haircut.
Oh, wow.
Goodness gracious. Hey, wait a minute. You don't know how to use that, I'm sure.
Oh, no. Somebody.
Next, we have a Vince.
Nobody is putting a razor on my head while we're joking. That's not gonna happen, bro.
Rib that played out on television. It occurred on the December
Take that
21st
beanie off.
SmackDown
Nah, I'm
from
messing with you.
2010.
Listen. I'll take this beanie off. All right. You're gonna see luxurious goodness. All right. I got some hair. You know when you go to the beauty supply store and you see that nice hair on the wall, I grow my hair out, cut it, and sell it. That's what I do. All right. And right now, it's poofed. All right. We got a nice little. I could do like this with my hair. Why you laughing at home, okay?
Big Show came to the ring dressed as Santa, bearing gifts for the audience.
Yo, did this just fall off of here? What the heck? All right, we're gonna finish the rest of this with this in our hand. Oh, we're gonna fix this after this video.
Show got into the ring and went to sit down to read a Christmas story to the crowd, but as soon as Show sat in the seat, the chair collapsed, sending the world's largest athlete to the ground.
To the WWE Universe, that's what I'm all about, is benevolence.
Oh, the chair broke on him?
Santa Claus has gained a little bit of weight this year.
One might think Show's weight forced the chair to crumble under the immense pressure. However, Vince ensured the chair was gimmicked ahead of time so that when Show went to sit in it, it would give way. Former WWE writer Freddie Prinze Jr. revealed Vince's plan for this segment.
Yo, you know how you have to feel as a bigger person? Your chair fall out when you sit on it, you're done.
On the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
Big Show was going to sit in when he was going to read a Santa Claus story, was going to break when he sat in it. And I was just like, oh, Jesus. He's like, and you better not friggin' tell him. Like, what am I going to do? I told Big Show. And Big Show didn't care. He was like, I'll play it off.
Shawn Waltman is notorious for his ribs on other wrestlers, including the time he crapped in Sable's bag and when he cut Michael Hayes' ponytail off during the plane ride from hell and then nailed it to the locker room door the next night. Waltman would be the victim of a famous rib where
Hold on, he cut his real hair off and nailed it to the door. See, these aren't pranks, bro. These are not pranks. These are minkable offenses. Means you offended me in this way, you will receive the meats.
Eyebrows were shaved off by Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Waltman had to pose for promotional photos shortly after, one of which ended up being featured on the packaging of his action figure. Waltman continued to wrestle on television as the 1-2-3 Kid while his eyebrows were still growing back, which made for quite a funny look.
Yeah,
yo, my man was...
This is a chance of a lifetime for me, but... God, I'm just so nervous I can't even talk.
Next, we have a rib where Shawn Waltman was the one dishing out the dirt, as Sonny was sleeping on the receiving end of two of the most disgusting ribs.
Gonna be like King Neptune from SpongeBob. That's crazy.
One of which was the time Waltman defecated in her food on a European tour. It's also widely believed that Waltman took a dump in another rib that involved Sonny. On an episode of WWF Superstars from the summer of 1996, Sonny would be cornered by the Godwins. Phineas proceeded to dunk a bucket of their signature slop over the head of Sonny. The slop was usually a mix of different foods gathered together from catering. However, on this occasion, only half the slop came from catering, while the other half came from other wrestlers in the locker room. They donated to the slop with...
Yo, you pour somebody's piss on me, bruh. I'm sorry. Okay? Putting in cheat codes for unlimited ammo. And I'm coming back. You're done.
Spit, pee, and supposedly feces, courtesy of Shawn
Dookie. No. Listen. I'm about to turn you into a tree. And what I mean by it, listen, I'm about to put you in the ground and I'm going to plant a seed on top of you. You're done. See, that's not jokes. I be seeing people do jokes. Their friend be asleep. They put their pee on their forehead. That's not a joke. There's nothing. The only funny thing is that I'm sleeping. I can't do nothing. There's nothing funny about that. There's no punchline. All right. Your poor doo-doo on me is not funny. And if you think that's fun, I'm going to show you funny. All right.
Waltman.
I even had to pour a little bit out because I couldn't carry it to the ring.
She being a spoiled princess brat. That's why they did it to her for payback. Listen, she's being a brat. That's fine. But pouring pee and poop on somebody, you're done.
Had put some stuff in the bucket. I don't know exactly what it was. But
this was done as a way to get back at Sonny, who had heat with many of the boys throughout her time in the WWF due to her Jezebel-like behavior and personality. Waltman is also said to have once taken a dump in Mark Henry's Subway sandwich. Behavior and personality. Waltman is also...
What? Yo, my man doing a Robert Downey Jr. Tropical Thunder. That's crazy.
Also said to have once taken a dump in Mark Henry's Subway sandwich. However,
listen. Somebody do something to my food. You don't play with people's food, bruh. You defecate in my food, I will. Look, I'm turning into Dr. Kevorkian. Working on you while you scream, I'm still alive. Pulling your Adam's apple out through your mouth. Now, if you know where that's from, you a real one.
It's not known for sure if Henry ate it or not, although some reports suggest that he did. We've got one more poop-related rib, although it backfired hilariously. Crazy. Vince McMahon is a sucker for toilet humor, so this makes it even funnier that he was on the receiving end of a bathroom joke he instigated. It went down right before Vince was set to go out for a promo segment on Raw. McMahon wanted to mess with Gerald Briscoe in the gorilla position. Vince did this by attempting to make Jerry puke by farting next to him, since Briscoe is known for having a weak stomach. Vince did
said, Sonny in jail for a DUI, killing an elderly man? Hey.
Which left Briscoe dry heaving. But there was a bit more than just gas that came out of McMahon's backside. Vince had sharted in his pants and there was no time to clean up the mess as he had to go out for his promo.
I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, I have to go to the...
Vince was forced to walk to the ring with a stain on his pants that the camera crew didn't dare shoot in fear of the consequences. After Jim Ross revealed this story on a podcast in 2014,
he sharded. He's wearing khakis and he's got a brown stain. Nobody had the balls in the truck to shoot it.
Vince responded on an episode of Raw by telling his announcers to take shots at JR on commentary.
Mr. McMahon is the commentator. How would you compare his commentary to, like, well, JR? That's like comparing horse manure to ice cream.
McMahon is no stranger to making fun of JR. Jim has continually been mocked and ridiculed on the air by Vince.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
I'm not fit
came
for the
across
WWE.
as more nasty than funny.
I want to show you these photographs right now. JR, I think needs a tan. A little bit of ribs to live by.
Because look, if people want to start taking trolling to this level, Vince McMahon, you owning the company is not going to save you. All right? Because I'm going to keep the joke going after you fire me. The joke ain't never going to end.
You're going to love this one.
But we'll highlight them as our last example, just to show you the lengths Vince has gone to mock JR on television, such as when JR was made to kiss Vince's ass.
Kiss his ass!
Oh my gosh!
Or the infamous Dr. Haney skit, which was one of the worst segments WWE has ever produced. It begs the question, why would Vince intentionally create bad television to make a joke that only he thinks is funny?
It wasn't business, and it wasn't funny.
Exactly.
So why did we do it? And it made my wife cry, so it pissed me off.
If it meant really...
Bro, I'm surprised your wife stayed, because ain't no way. Listen, I know I come home, hey, honey, today at work, my boss pulled his pants down and put my face in his butt because he was mad. I told everybody he sharted on himself. She leaving. You're done. She gonna say, listen, you walk back out that door and come back with that man in a box, a bag, or, you know, y'all started mixing, the cops broke it up and y'all both in jail. Okay? That's it. There's no way.
Ridiculing JR, Vince had no qualms about airing it. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out a similar video on the top 10 outrageous Vince McMahon moments. Hope you have a great...
Vince McMahon got to throw the ones, bruh. The real ones, not wrestling ones, the real ones. Matter of fact, anybody want they lick back with Vince McMahon, please contact, well, what is KSI and Logan Paul's wrestling thing? Prime, call all of them. I want to see Vince McMahon in a ring with somebody who got a gripe against Vince McMahon. Maybe y'all could do a collab or something. Logan Paul wrestles on WWE. Y'all could, what if Logan Paul boxes Vince McMahon? Come on, man. Hey, these are things we got to see. Because I done heard way too much about Vince McMahon tormenting the have-nots. And I don't like it.
So when the metal hit his mug, he just sunk in place. 100K Holla, chillin' Bahamas. Come home to your crib and throw in your mama.